What's good, YouTube, man? It's y'all boy Stay Alive 16, man. I'm back with another video, and today, y'all, we got quote unquote Tobey Maguire career ruined, which is cap because he been in recent films that did great success. So I don't see the point of this video that ruined his career, but we gonna look into it for sure. Which is cap, cause screw out of here. But I want to know, y'all, in the comments down below, let me know who y'all favorite Spider-Man is. Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, or Tom Holland. In my opinion, I like Tobey Maguire Spider-Man a lot. I mean, he's a classic. He was the first, actor at Spider-Man. And he did an amazing job. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. And Tom Holland, he just fits the character so well. I ain't gonna lie to you, like, he just fits Peter Parker, Spider-Man, like, the characteristic of him, like, he just fits it so well. But in my opinion, bro, I feel like Andrew was the best Spider-Man. Peter, especially as Peter Parker, in my opinion, bro. It's crazy because people think he's the worst one, which has surprised me. I'm keeping a buck. I just feel like, especially as a Peter Parker, I feel like, let me how to do it. In the other movies, don't get me wrong, they show how smart he is, but I feel like with Andrew, with his storyline, they really showed how Peter is like, they just showed how intelligent he is, in my opinion, when it comes to like his intelligence and being smart and figuring things out, bro. Like, that's one thing I liked it from Andrew Garfield. I feel like he was definitely the best Peter Parker, and he did a good job as a Spider-Man as well. But in my opinion, he was the best Peter Parker character-wise, in my opinion, in any of the movies. That's just my personal opinion. But let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe, y'all. Let's get straight to this video. Let's see how he ruined his career.
Tobey Maguire made $150 million playing Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield, $500,000 for the same role. Tobey Maguire made $150 million playing Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield, $500,000 for the same role. But here's what's insane.
$500,000? Dang.
Tobey almost lost it all because of a relationship. And when he tried to get $20 million for the sequel, Sony literally replaced him. They put Jake Gyllenhaal in the Spider-Man suit and started filming without Tobey. So how did he get his role back? The answer involves a studio executive's daughter and one of the most manipulative moves in Hollywood history. But before we get there, you need to understand how a kid who was bribed $100 to take acting classes became the greediest or smartest guy in Hollywood. Tobey Maguire didn't want to be an actor. He wanted to be a chef. His mom kept pushing him toward acting classes, and he kept saying no. So she did what any reasonable parent would do. She paid him $100 to just show up. And that's how one of Hollywood's biggest stars was born, for $100. His first role, The Wizard, 1989.
I mean, I get it. I don't know. I got mixed feelings about that, because it's like, at the end of the day, bro, if your son want to do something, if your child really want to do something he really want to do, just be supportive of what he want to do. You feel me? If he wanted to be a chef, man, let that boy be a chef. But at the same time, I guess she just felt like he just was better than the chef. Like, he could actually make out of himself as an actor. She just felt like, I don't know, she just probably just see more in him and just wanted to keep pushing him, even though if he didn't want to do it. You know, because certain people have like certain talents and they just don't put it to use. And then, I don't know, I got mixed feelings about that. But I get it, but it's just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I got mixed feelings about that.
So small, he didn't even get credited. For years, Tobey was just background furniture in TV shows. He literally stood next to Chuck Norris once. That was the highlight. Then he landed a sitcom called Great Scott. Problem was, nobody watched it. The show got canceled faster than you could find it on TV. This was going nowhere, until he met someone at an audition who would change everything. That someone was Leonardo DiCaprio. Both guys were auditioning for This Boy's Life with Robert De Niro. Leo got the part, but instead of celebrating, he did something unusual. He told the director to cast Tobey too. Just like that, they became best friends. And Leo wasn't just a friend. He was Tobey's golden ticket. They formed a crew called the Pussy Posse with other young stars. They partied, they made an indie film called Don's Plum where they just drank beer and talked trash. It was so raw that when it was finished, both Leo and Tobey did everything they could to bury it. The film got released everywhere except the US and Canada. Why? Because by then, Leo's
I was about to say, bro, I've never seen that film.
career was in the stratosphere, and this movie could ruin everything. For Tobey, though, he had different problems. By 2001, Tobey had a reputation. Critics loved him. The Ice Storm, Fear, and Loathing in Las Vegas, Deconstructing Harry, all critical darlings, all box office disasters. These movies had $20 million budgets and made half of that back. But Tobey was working with Ang Lee, Woody Allen, Terry Gilliam. The prestige was there. The money wasn't. Then came Pleasantville in 1998. Groundbreaking visual effects. They scanned 163,000 frames to manipulate color digitally. First time ever. But there's a dark side to this. The cinematographer died. He fell asleep driving home after a 19-hour shift and crashed. The crew demanded better hours. They called it Brent's Rule. The studio ignored it and told everyone to finish on time. Pleasantville flopped anyway. $50 million on a $60 million budget. But Tobey won his first award, a Saturn. Finally, some recognition. Next was the Cider House Rules. The role was supposed to go to Leonardo DiCaprio, then Edward Norton, then Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. Everyone passed, so they gave it to Tobey. And this is important. Charlize Theron hated working with him. She called him a diva, said he was terrible on set. Then during the press tour, she completely changed her story and called him great.
A diva is crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. A diva is crazy.
And this is important. Charlize Theron hated working with him. She called him a diva, said he was terrible on set. Then during the press tour, she completely changed her story and called him great. What happened? We'll never know. But the movie made money. $89 million on $24 million. Tobey's first commercial hit, and that's when everything changed. Sony wanted Spider-Man, they wanted Leonardo DiCaprio, Heath Ledger, or Freddie Prinze Jr. Actors were terrified of superhero roles back then. Remember what happened to Chris O'Donnell's career after Batman? Nobody wanted that. When they got down to Wes Bentley, director Sam...
Yeah, because all they see them as, all they see them as Spider-Man, bro. Like, you could just see Tobey in the whole different movie. It's not like a superhero movie or nothing. Like, we could just say, like, for example, like a horror movie. People are just going to recognize him as Spider-Man. Like, that's Spider-Man. What? Like, it's just like, I don't know. It's just so, like, once you do a superhero movie, bro, you're just so attached to that now. Like, for real. Same thing for Tom Holland. Like, when he's Spider-Man. But when he did that one movie, well, I don't know if it came out yet, but I know it was, like, what, a trailer or something like that of whatever he was doing. You know what I'm talking about. You feel me? That threw a lot of people for a loop. Especially that kids look up to him because they see him as Spider-Man. And then when that appeared out, like, yeah, it just threw people off. You feel me?
Raimi made a move. He pushed for Tobey Maguire. The studio said no. So Tobey walked into that audition and showed them something that changed their minds. What did he show them? Oh, his biceps. Tobey had been training for a role in Training Day and got jacked. That role went to Ethan Hawke, but those muscles got him Spider-Man. He kept training with the same guy who later trained Brad Pitt for Troy. Tobey wasn't as shredded as Pitt, though. Maybe because Pitt ate chicken and Tobey was a vegetarian with protein issues. Spider-Man exploded $827 million worldwide on a $139 million budget. 2 weeks at #1. Award nominations, the iconic upside-down kiss in the rain. You know that kiss? Tobey was freezing, water was going up his nose, and Kirsten Dunst was trying not to get kicked in the face by his boots. Romantic. Tobey made $4 million for that role, plus a contract that promised raises if the movie was a hit. It was a massive hit. Time to cash in. Sony immediately started working on Spider-Man 2. And Tobey? He demanded $20 million. The studio was not happy. They said he had back problems from filming Seabiscuit and couldn't do stunts. Convenient excuse. The truth? They didn't want to pay him. So they did something insane. They hired Jake Gyllenhaal, put him in the Spider-Man suit, started filming. Tobey was out, But then, something happened. Tobey started dating the daughter of Universal's studio head. Suddenly, her father had conversations with very important people at Sony. The message was clear: pay the man. And just like that, Tobey's back problems disappeared. He was ready to do stunts again. Jake Gyllenhaal was fired and sent to The Day After Tomorrow. But Tobey didn't get his 20 million. He had to settle for 18 million. The movie had script problems. Early drafts had Doc Ock as a young guy hitting on Mary Jane. They wanted Lizard and Black Cat as villains too. Eventually they settled on Alfred Molina as Doc Ock. Spider-Man 2 made 785.
What the? Whoa! What? What? That's crazy information. It makes sense for the Lizard, but Black Cat, I ain't gonna lie, that threw me off. I ain't gonna lie to you. When I was younger in Spider-Man 3, I didn't even think that was Gwen, bro. I'm keeping a bug. I thought that was Felicia Hardy. I'm keeping a bug. I ain't when I was a kid though. I was like, I thought that was Felicia Hardy, bro, but that was Gwen Stacy. It makes sense because her dad was the cop in the movie. I ain't gonna lie, I felt stupid. I ain't gonna lie to you. But that makes sense about the Lizard because we did see Dr. Connors, but we never got nothing with him for real, for real. At least not yet.
Million on a 200 million budget. A hit, but less than the first one. And Sony was pissed because they increased the budget by a third and made less money. For Spider-Man 3, Tobey's fee dropped to 15 million, but he got a bigger cut of box office profits. Smart move. Making Spider-Man 3 was hell. The studio wanted Venom and Gwen Stacy. Sam Raimi wanted Vulture and Sandman. They fought. The studio won. The movie became a bloated mess with too many villains. But it made money. Nearly 900.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I get the movie was a mess, bro, but I don't care, bro. Spider-Man 3, I still enjoyed the movie, still. I'm keeping a bug. In my opinion, I still enjoy that movie, bro. I still watch it to this day. I don't care, bro. That movie was lit to me. I like it. I don't care, bro. But it was out of control, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was just out of control. Too much was going on. You got the new Green Goblin, you got Sandman, then you got Venom. Because I know he didn't want to work on Venom because he didn't understand Venom. Which, the Spider-Man 2 game, I liked that Venom. I liked how they set it up with, I like how they did it with Venom character, bro. That's what they need to do for a Spider-Man movie if they ever do like a Venom Spider-Man movie, whatever. That's how they need to do it, like how they did in the video game with Venom. Well, I'm not gonna get too detailed into it, but I'm not gonna get too detailed with it though. But you get what I'm saying though. Like if they do it like that in the movie, that would be good, bro.
100 million worldwide. The budget, 260 million, plus a massive marketing campaign. You couldn't go anywhere without seeing Spider-Man. Burger King, Papa John's, 7-Eleven, everywhere. Raimi later called it the worst experience of his career. Tobey admitted his acting was terrible, but they both agreed to do Spider-Man 4. Raimi wanted John Malkovich as Vulture and Anne Hathaway as Black Cat. Tobey wanted one thing: double the money. Again. Rumor is he asked for an
I mean, he kind of deserves it. I'm keeping the book to you, bro. But I don't see how this ruined his career. Like, stop it. Stop it. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. I would love to see Black Cat in the Spider-Man movie, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
insane amount. Raimi worked on the script forever. Then Sony said they wanted it in 3D for summer 2011. Raimi snapped. He quit. The franchise got rebooted. And here's the kicker. Sony signed Andrew Garfield for $500,000. For the sequel, he got $1 million. They locked that into his contract because they were terrified of another Tobey situation. Over his entire Spider-Man run, Tobey made $150 million. Andrew made $1.5 million total. Tobey made 100 times more for playing the same character. After Spider-Man, Tobey disappeared. He became a producer and a professional poker player. And according to Molly Bloom, the woman who ran exclusive Hollywood poker games, Tobey was the biggest jerk at the table. He mocked losers. He once offered her $1,000 to bark like a dog. He and Leo acted like they owned the place. These games had millions of dollars in play. DiCaprio, Ben Affleck,
Bully Maguire for real. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That's his inner demons.
Wall Street guys, athletes, all there. And Tobey dominated. Molly Bloom wrote a book about it. They made a movie called Molly's Game with Jessica Chastain. In that movie, Michael Cera plays a character that's obviously Tobey Maguire. Cera later confirmed it. While playing poker, Tobey did have one great acting moment, a cameo in Tropic Thunder. He didn't want to do it, made every excuse. Robert Downey Jr. convinced him. Some people say it's the best role of his career. Then came The Great Gatsby in 2013. How did Tobey get that role? Leo insisted on it. The movie made $354 million on $105 million. A hit. But it was Tobey's last profitable film where he was in the spotlight. In 2014, Pawn Sacrifice bombed, made $6 million on a $19 million budget. Maybe because Molly Bloom's book had just come out and everyone knew what kind of person Tobey really was. Tobey became a full-time producer. He did voice work for The Boss Baby. His production company made movies that mostly failed. Then in 2021, he had to put on the Spider-Man suit again for No Way Home. Tom Holland started a rumor that one of the Spider-Men wore butt padding. Everyone assumed it was Tobey. Some reports said Tobey demanded $10 million for his appearance. Official sources said he got $1 million, same as Andrew Garfield. Finally, Paycheck Justice. The movie made nearly $2 billion, one of the top 10 highest-grossing films of all time. But it didn't help Tobey's career. He appeared in Babylon in 2022. It bombed. One episode of
Hey, bro. Hey. All I know is he finna be in that Secret War, right? Hey, that's all I know, bro. You gonna be in that Secret War? The Avengers Secret War?
extrapolations in 2023. That's it. Tobey's 50 now. He's producing. He's not acting. Every now and then, rumors pop up about Spider-Man 4 with the original cast. Maybe it'll happen. Maybe Tobey will date another studio executive's daughter. Maybe Leo will make some calls. Or maybe Tobey's done. He made his $150 million. He played the game better than almost anyone. Some call him greedy. Others call him smart. But one thing's certain. Tobey Maguire knew exactly what he was worth. And he made damn sure he got paid. Now here's the question.
Nah, that's real talk, though, bro. That's real talk. One thing about that, y'all, make sure you know your worth, for real, though. And make sure you get paid for it. Like, that's one thing I'm gonna respect on the man, bro. On some real stuff. You know what you worth, bro. You know how much you deserve, then go for it, bro. And let them know that, for real. That's one thing I gotta have respect for, dude, bro. For real.
Was Tobey a genius for securing that bag, or did his greed kill one of the greatest superhero franchises ever made? Drop your take in the comments below. This channel dives deep into Hollywood's wildest stories, the deals nobody talks about, and
Personally, me, I feel like it's Sony itself that took the L. I'm keeping a buck, bro. Because the studio, like for example, with Sam Raimi, like they literally just scrapped his ideas, bro. Because I feel like that Vulture movie would have went harder, or the Sandman movie. Well, I think it was Vulture and Sandman. I feel like that would have hit harder than probably Spider-Man 3, for real. And not only that, it was just the ways Raimi was directing the movie and stuff like that. He made it make sense. As to Spider-Man 3, it was just all over the place, bro. Especially with Venom character, which he said he didn't understand Venom character. That's why he didn't want to do Venom as a villain. And that's why I'm like, when I go back and look at the movie with Venom and stuff, I'm just like, what Venom is this, bro? Like, they didn't get his character right at all. Like, but the studio insists on it. And like he said, he didn't want to work on it because he doesn't know the character. Overall, bro, Tobey did what he had to do, bro. And get that money, for real. I can't even blame him, bro. You can't hate him on that. I wouldn't even say he was greedy. You feel me? I feel like the studio just, I don't know. I just felt like the studio was greedy more than anything. Didn't feel like paying nobody when they was working they butt off to do certain things. The actors and stuff. Like, nah. I feel like the studio was pushing it, in my opinion. But like, comment, subscribe, y'all. Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. And I'm out, y'all. Peace. God.